This is the last big week of earnings announcements before things get kind of quiet until the next earnings season. But that doesn't mean there's not some big names still to report. So I looked through about 100 names to see who was going to be the best this week, and I'm bringing them to you now. So let's jump right into it. The first one is a company that I'm pretty sure I talked about last quarter because they have this great record, Lennar. This is the home builder. And you can see they haven't missed in 5 years, so that's fantastic. But the shares have been extremely choppy over that time period. But it looks like 2017 could mean something better, possibly. We've seen kind of a breakout in a lot of the home builder stocks, but this one is just testing those 5-year highs here. So this is something I'm going to be watching. If it's another good report, it could be pushing it into new territory here. So the home builders are kind of a hot area in 2017. Our second big stock is one we all know, and it is Nike. They have this great record, only the one miss all the way back in 2012, but the shares are well off their 2015 high. This used to be kind of a juggernaut stock. Nothing was stopping it, but it's just been kind of pulling back here and treading some water. Some issues about the consumer demand and what's going on in China with demand over there. So those are two key issues to watch again. But I'm expecting another solid, at least, earnings surprise here, but we'll see. Our third company hasn't missed at all since its 2014 IPO. This might be one you're not as familiar with because I had to look it up. Health Equity. They actually operate a website that helps you figure out what to do with your health savings account and things like that. So that makes sense with the name Health Equity. You can see the shares are trading near the highs here. So this will be an interesting one to watch to see if it can get another boost higher. And then our fourth one is in the dreaded apparel retail area, PVH. They only had the two misses back in 2014, so they do have a good track record. But shares, all over the place. 2016, very challenging year. They still managed to beat. But they have a big overseas business. They own Tommy Hilfiger. They license out a lot of their brands, including Calvin Klein. They have a lot of agreements with G3 Apparel. These are all things you're going to have to kind of keep an eye on. But anything with apparel, has been out of favor. So keep an eye on them to see if they're seeing any kind of turnaround in that space. And then finally, our fifth stock this week. This is the best chart of the week, even though they have the 3 misses, which is a little more than I like to look at. But the shares are close to breaking out here in the 5-year high, and they've had 4 beats in a row, which is a pretty good record. So Accenture, consulting, this area has been hot. So I would be watching this one just to see kind of what happens with this pretty good looking chart here. So those are some big names this week. We won't, like I said, get many more coming forward until next earnings season starts. So I'm probably going to take a little hiatus here and then return back with more earnings videos when things really pick up for that Q1 earnings reports. Those are going to be some real strong ones to watch. On the options side, my work colleague, of course, Dave Bartosiak, is going to be doing a lot of options trades over on Live Trader. He's going to be covering some of these here this week. And I think he's probably still going to be doing some of the straggler ones that we still have going before the big earnings season ramps up again. So be sure to check over there on YouTube. That's Zacks Live Trader over on YouTube with Dave with the options trades. I'll see you again next earnings season.